A very warm greetings to everyone. This is Suhasini S, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, RMD Engineering College. In this lecture, I'm going to discuss about the functions, how the function is going to be used in the JavaScript. So usually why we go for function to divide your programs, to write a small piece of block of code where you write that code, you will name that code and you can call that particular block of code anywhere in your program and it performs that action. So to divide your main program into a smaller simple block of code or modules, we'll go and write this function. So similarly in that function you have two different types. One is user defined, that is we can create our own functions and with our own action, what calculation, what action we want to do, we can create our own function and you can name it our function. So predefined is your built-in function. So while if you are going to use C, there are some predefined functions, predefined library. So similarly all these predefined functions is there. So now we have user defined function. How we'll use this user defined function is there is a syntax, right? So the syntax is function space function name, and in the parenthesis, inside the parenthesis you can pass the argument or the parameters also, and inside the curly braces you will write what operation or action or calculation what you want to do, you can write it inside the curly braces. So function and function name, the function name should not be a keyword. It can be any word, but it should not be any keywords. So inside the curly braces only you will be writing the actions what you are going to do, which we say it as a statements. So now, so in this also we have three parts in the function. The three parts in the function is function definition, how you define a function. As I said, function, the word, keyword, function, followed by the name of the function and the parenthesis. So this is you're going to be a function definition. The function name can be using letters, digits, okay, can contain letters, digits, underscore and dollar signs also. Then followed by returning the program control from the function. When I told we'll write small piece of code. When you call that code, it will execute. When it stop executed is until you reaches the return statement of that function, it will be executing it. So that is called returning program control from a function definition. Next is function invocation. When the function gets started, when the event occurs, sometimes when you when you put when you put your function inside some button, and when you click that button your function will be called, that is event occurs when the user clicks the button, it works. Sometimes when you call, you would have called somewhere in your program, and when you execute the program, that call function will work and your program will get executed. Sometimes it is automatically can executed only if you write that code is only for function creation and function execution, then it is self-invoked, it automatically called. So these are the three parts in the function. So now this is the general syntax of the function. So as I said, we have a keyword called function. This is your function name, calc area, and you can pass your parameters here. And if you don't want to pass your parameters also, is not an issue. If you want, you can pass a parameter, and what operation or calculation you want to do, that you have to do, give it inside the curly braces as a statement. So I am going to calculate the area within to I. So I am assigning to some variable called result. So return result. So when this function will get executed, as I told, till the return statement reaches, it will get executed. So this calculation is done and we are printing the result in the return statement, then the function will get executed and it stops executing also. So this is the syntax of functions. So this is an example of the functions. So here I have see the script part. So this is the scripting part. Here you have script part. So I have a variable called x, to the variable my function 4 comma 3. What is my function here is nothing but the function name. Okay, this is a function name. Where is that function name? Function my function. So here it is a comma b, which means this is a parameter. So for the a and b we are passing the values here itself. While calling the function I am passing the values. So 4 comma 3. So 4 comma 3 will be a is equal to 4 and b is equal to 3 will be done. Now what is the operation to be done? Directly it is return statement. While returning itself a into b, which means 4 into 12, 4 into b, which is 12, will be printed. So this is how this will be printed. Now this value will be stored to x. So whatever the value coming out of this return statement is this value, right? So that will be assigned to x. Next statement is document dot get element, the print statement. Now x is going to be printed. What is the x value here? 12. So I now 12 will be printed. So yes, the value 12 is printed here. So this is how your function will get work. So next, built-in function. Built-in functions are like already it will be defined while creating, while designing the JavaScript itself. So we have different object name, method name, arguments. You can pass all these things you have. So the syntax is, if I want, if I have text is equal to some data I'm going to give. So that data I'm reading with object name followed by what I want to do. That is the method name. So now see to fixed. To fixed is, if you want to change, okay, format number with a specific number of integer to the right decimal means, then you want to go for to fixed. To string is, if you want to return the string, I am giving number 2. If you want it in the string representation, it is to string. If you want the number value, it returns the numbers value means it is value of. So finally, then coming up with length of the string. If you want to calculate, you can simply use, don't want to write any function to calculate the length. If you use simply these words, you will get the answer. This is also doing some function only, but you don't want to write any code for this, but it is predefined. If you wanted to calculate the length of the text dot length. If you want to slice, okay, slice means if you want to get some portion of the paragraph, then using slice you can do. If you want to split the paragraph, then you can split the paragraph. If you want to convert the entire paragraph to the lowercase, the text dot paragraph name is text dot to lowercase, text dot to uppercase. If you want to combine two paragraph, then you can use concatenation. Index of, if you want to find some value or some, if in the paragraph if is there, what is the index value of that is, you can get index of. Last index of is, in a paragraph, if you have multiple the or is, if you want to get the place where the last is present, where the last the is present means last index of. Character, what is returns a character at the specific in what, if a character at 1 means what is the character present in the one position will be retrieved. So these are the different ways you can do your built-in functions also. Next is conversion and comparison. Conversion and comparison, like if you want to convert from ASCII to ISO or ISO to ASCII, you can use this escape and unescape. And eval is, it converts a string to integer or float. It is not a number. It is not a number means I'll parse the value is there. No? If I give some word, okay, if I give some word, it says true because it is not a word. If I give 2, it returns me false because 2 is a number, right? But this says that it is not a number, but 2 is a number. So you will get output as false. So parse float is, it the integer function looks the floating point, it returns a value as a float point. If you want to parse, if you're getting some value in from the user, but it is in the string format, but you want the same, I am assigning that value to a, and I want that way to be parsed as an integer, mean parse a, which means it changes from string to integer. Okay, this is how this conversion and comparison of different method names predefined. And finally ending up with the recursion function. Recursion is nothing but it calls the function itself directly or indirectly again and again until the condition fails. Okay, so the best example for this recursion is always a factorial. So now I'm going to see the scripting part. Now from through window dot prompt means through user only I'm going to get some number. I am written for loop. So in the for loop, the function is called. So the function is going to be called again, and the function is written somewhere here. The factorial of num is this is written separately. We are not going to do this concepts in looping. We are going to do the function itself in the looping manner. So in this case, we'll say this is a recursion. When the function itself is called again and again until the condition fail, then that is called recursion function. So fact is equal to factorial number. When this executed, this function is called. Then again this will get printed. Again until the number is less than or equal to the given number, this will get executed again and again. Okay, this is how this works. We'll see. So if I give simplify and I give okay, I'm getting an again and again the factorial is getting executed till the factorial of pi. So this is how this recursion function works. Okay, these are the different ways of function, how we create a function and the types of functions. Thank you.